Welcome to a new video. In this video, I will walk through my Google spreadsheet where I track all the numbers inside my business. We will talk about everything between how much content I have produced during Q1 and up to what I have been able to pay myself in money. So stay tuned for that and let's jump into my Google spreadsheet. Welcome to my Google spreadsheet where I track my content, how much I produce, my followers, my sales, and my salary. So yeah, I love numbers and I love to go into the nitty-gritty of it all. Numbers isn't everything, so remember that. But for this video's sake, we are going to go through my Q1, everything, all the numbers. So let's start with YouTube. So in January I posted 4 videos, in February 3 and in March 4. So in total 11 YouTube videos. I'm really happy with this because my average per month should be 4 videos if I want to reach my goals of 52 videos these years. So yeah, that is pretty nice. I'm really happy that I followed it through because it's not always inspiring to make videos. I love most of the time to do so, but there are also times where you would prefer to do something else. Then we have live webinars and live streams and webinars. Most of these I hosted, in total 6 of them, are connected to my online course. So before I launched my online course earlier this year, Amigurumi Design Lab, I also hosted free webinars about designing amigurumi. So these live webinars are connected to that. Then we have my blog, which is pretty calm, and that is totally fine because it is not my priority. YouTube is more of my priority right now. So in March I published 2 blog posts, Instagram 31 feed posts. I have tried now this year to separate reels from feed posts just to get a little bit more clarity, because I would like to make more short video content because they are, as you know, performing better than feed posts right now. But I also love how easy it is to just post something on your feed. So 31 in total, and short/reel/TikToks. Most of these got published on Instagram Instagram Reels, but some of them I have also published on TikTok. TikTok is not in my marketing plan right now, so most of the short form video content will be published on Instagram only, and maybe on YouTube. I haven't really decided that yet. So that was what I did during this year as first quarter. Q1. Let's call it Q1. Here, something that would be interesting in tracking is also my published patterns and crochet alongs, but now I haven't done that for this Google Sheet. It will be updated. This is a new form that I've used only this year, so I'm excited to have the next one next year so I can compare the numbers, which I also have done here on this light green row. So here you can see what I did last year the same time. So I didn't post any YouTube content because I started with that later last year. I hosted a couple of live webinars because at the same time I opened the doors for my online course. I did 1 blog post, only 10 Instagram posts, so way less than I have done this year, and 0 short form videos. Let's jump over to the followers. Instagram followers. This is subscribers on Instagram. No, Instagram followers it's called, sorry. And how it has grown versus not grown. So this Q1 I have gained 500 new followers on Instagram, and last year the same time I got 136 new followers. So that is a big increase. I'm not too concerned about my Instagram following because I know that the amount of followers you have you can't compare it to your sales, because you might have hundreds of thousand followers on Instagram and zero sales. So, but it's still a platform where I market a lot my new patterns and courses and everything in general. And I like Instagram still. I do. So yeah, happy with that. Then we have my email list. Let's see, like this. I have gained 82 new subscribers for my email list. Less than last year, but I have this crazy growth in my email list last year, so it is totally fine. 82. I would like to have more. My average goal is actually 350 per month, just because I would like to come up to 15,000 subscribers this year. But yeah, going a little bit slow so far, but we will see. There is a lot of the year left. Then we have Facebook page. This is my business page, have grown with 4 followers. This is also something that I'm not really pushing, so but it's fun to track a little bit, because I haven't tracked it before and I have no idea if it's growing or if it's like standing on the same numbers all the time. Then we have the Facebook group. I have lost 100 followers. It is totally fine. I like a small community group, and I'm totally fine with, and I know as well that Facebook groups can be overwhelming and a bit too much sometimes, and maybe people just wanted to get rid of some groups, and that is totally fine. I know that the ones that are in my groups are the perfect people to be there. Last year I gained 100, so it's like plus minus 0 on that point. Then we have my Pinterest. This is my views per month, and as you can see, compared to last year this time, it has decreased a lot. I don't really know what has happened to my Pinterest, but last year I had around 200,000 monthly views, but it's just going down. In March, thankfully, it has gone up a little bit, but yeah, I need to maybe put up some new pins, maybe that might help, or just start reprinting some of my really good content that I know perform well. But yeah, that is how my Pinterest looks like. Then we have my YouTube, which I'm most excited for. So my YouTube this year in Q1 have grown with 263 new subscribers. I know subscribers is worth very little in the world of YouTube, and it's the watch hours that are more important, but I think still it's nice to track your subscribers a little bit. Last year I gained 70 new subscribers, so I've still gained subscriber regularly, even though I haven't published new videos regularly, just because I had tutorials prior to my active period that started in August last year. So So yeah, that is how it looks like right now. My average per month should be 220, so that I will achieve my goal of 5,000 YouTube subscriber at the end of the year. So far, so good. Then we are heading into sales, which is the fun part. Or yeah, at least in my point. I like talking about money and sales and marketing. So yeah, this is everything that I currently sell and provide my community with. So I have this year actually done a new thing, which is I have divided the crochet along tickets, which actually is a PDF pattern, if it is. But I have divided them from the other patterns. So last year I had patterns and crochet along tickets in the same column, but now I have divided them into two separate things, just to see a little bit what works better. And I know that the crochet alongs works better, but still see a little bit different. And for you as well to be clear and transparent that everything isn't just single released patterns. It is actually crochet along tickets as well. So I hosted my first crochet along this year in April and sold the tickets in March. So that is where the 89 tickets come from. It is way less than last year. I hosted a birthday crochet along last year and sold 136 tickets to that one. So it's less, but yeah, we all know how the situation is right now economically. So I guess this is something that you might choose to not put money on. So I do understand why the numbers are lower this year than last year. But yeah, we need to compensate that for something else. I don't really have a goal for how many crochet along tickets I'm gonna sell this year, just because I've changed the concept a little bit and moved my crochet alongs to my membership. So from July forward, the crochet along, I will not sell crochet along tickets anymore. I will sell membership spots instead. So it will be a little bit different than last year, and this might also change. I might need to change this part of the Google Sheet, just because next year I will probably sell 0 tickets. But yeah, let's move forward to crochet along yarn kits. For the April call, I sold 13 crochet along yarn kits. Last year I sold 11, so it is an increase, which I'm happy about. My plan has been for the longest to not sell yarn kits anymore, but I'm currently still trying to empty my yarn stock. So I'm trying to design crochet alongs that match with the yarn that I have, so I can do yarn kits for them and then, without buying more yarn, get rid of yarn that I already have in stock. So that is the plan. So we will see how long I will have. It might be the last year with yarn kits. It might continue next year. We will see. Then we have pattern sales so far this year. This is single patterns that have been sold through my webshop. 107. It is way more than last year this time, where I sold only 37. To be able to reach my goal, I would need to sell on the average 84 patterns per month, which is not really near my goal at all. But to be fair, I have my goal. When I set this goal, I had the crochet along tickets and the patterns together. So if we combine these two, I think I will definitely reach 1,000 sold crochet along tickets and pattern this year. Depends on my membership subs. Everything will change a little bit in my business, so we will see. Amigurumi calendar that I published last year. I have sold one copy this spring. Very slow, very hard to sell calendars at the end or at the beginning of the year. Something that I learned after publishing my first amigurumi calendar is that I will try my best to sell out of all the copies before the end of December, or at least before the end of January, because it's been really hard and now I'm just pushing them out to my family and friends so that I get more space in my closets for a new amigurumi calendar that is going to be released later this year in the autumn. So yeah, I'm still planning on that one, but yeah, very slow sales. So if you're planning on making a calendar, try to sell it before the new year. Then we have courses and workshops. Total participants in or total amount of students in my Amigurumi Design Lab course that I opened in January, but we started in February. We had 9 students that time. Really happy with that one. I also hosted a live webinar about selling and money making as a crochet amigurumi designer. So that also generated some money. This is always the biggest chunk of money because it is a higher tier price point than my patterns, of course. So even though I sell less courses than patterns, it is usually a bigger chunk of my revenue at the end. Then we have membership subs, 0 so far, because at this point I haven't even launched it. I launched the founding member spots in May and we'll open it again in June. We will kick off with a July crochet along, which I am super excited about. So very excited to go through this in the next video when we have our half-year report, because yeah, I think there will be some exciting numbers in this column. Then we have the revenue, something that I know a lot of you are very curious about. So in January I had a revenue of €238.97. Here is a mix of patterns and course sales, but not that many course sales. If I remember correctly, I think I started selling them in February. Then we have in February 2,657.07. This is really a really good number for me and my business right now. And the biggest chunk is from the online course and workshops that I hosted in February. Then we have March, where I had a revenue of $2,312.36. This is the biggest part. Is some of the students prefer to pay in parts, and I have always that option that you can pay in 3 parts instead of full, if that makes sense. So some of the money came from there, but I also sold a lot of crochet along tickets and patterns and yarn kits, and that combination made a good chunk of change. This Q1 total revenue is €5,208.40, which is more than last year, and I'm super happy with that one, because I was scared for a while that it was way less, but I had actually forgot to count in the currency converted money. So people that are, for example, buying in my shop in dollars instead of euros, in PayPal they get a bit separated, and I had forgotten to count them in. So yeah, I'm really happy with that one. It is, my goal this year is 30,000 euros in revenue. It isn't that much that I should have gotten, because to reach that I need to have at least 2,500 euros per month as a revenue, and January is always really slow. So, but I still have hope, and I'm really happy with this, because it is higher than last year, and that means my business is growing, and yeah, I'm really excited. Then, other fun part, let's walk through my salary, because I like to try this as well to see a little bit how much I have lifted. I don't know if that is but in Swedish you say lyfta lön, so it's like lifting salary. I don't think it's the right thing in English, but you know what I mean. So in January, February and March, I have paid myself 500 euros per month. Plus, in March, I realized, when I have calculated my revenue right, that I could also take a bonus of 1,000 euros. So in total, I have paid myself 2,500 euros this Q1 part of the year, which is way more than last year, which was 566 euros. Though, to be pointed out, I worked full-time as a teacher still last year, this year, so that is also why the numbers looks like they look. Because I have had a lot more time to spend on marketing and publishing new patterns, and yeah, just doing stuff with my business. If you enjoyed this video, I'm pretty sure that you will like my full year business report for 2022. You will find it here. And let me know down in the comments if you would like me to make a second part of this, which means a Q2 income business report, because we are getting pretty close to the end of Q2. And yeah, I could make a half year business report if that is of any interest. So let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!